Google is pushing Stadia super hard over the Christmas period and probably for some good time to come over the next year until they probably realize it's maybe a little bit dead in the water. Now we're seeing an awful lot of these sponsored videos on the likes of channels like websites like IGN and so on. Certainly IGN. They're a big shill at the moment for Stadia. And well, at the moment, one of the big ones is a 10-minute slot pushing a these are all super controlled environments, and you'll see it running in the background of sort of a homely environment where we have Nico Rosberg. If you don't know who he is, he's a super talented Formula One driver, world champion, really a really nice guy actually. Not that I've ever met him, but he does have his own channel and it's worth watching if you like cars and things like that. And he's just such a nice, unassuming guy. The other guy, no idea who he is. Black Panther, that's who he is. I don't know who he is. Is he a singer? Is he some sort of YouTube-y thing? I don't know. But he's there doing his thing. And, well, it's a controlled environment and they have it set up on some Pixel phones. Laughably, they have it connected with a wired USB, which is one of their problems, that they said that, you know, actually we don't have it working without the USB connected to a phone right now. So it's a little bit embarrassing, Google. And then they have it on laptops, and then they have it on the big screen, and they take the game from one device to another to another. And the thing is that somebody's going to see this and see this. If they've been living in a bubble for the last year, or certainly a few months, and have not seen any of the reviews of Google Stadia, are going to be a little bit misled and somewhat miffed when they go and purchase their Google Stadia Founders Edition or whatever it is now, and discover that what they're seeing that Nico and Black Panther are playing, the experience they're getting is not quite the experience little Johnny is getting at home when he's playing Grid on that he's paid an absolute fortune for, or his parents have paid an absolute fortune for. And yeah, it's a little bit laggy. In fact, it's probably quite laggy, because depending on where you live and how close you are to a data center and how good your internet connection is and how good your ping rate is and how good all sorts of a million other things are, even in really, really good environments where you have super fast broadband, you're really quite close to a data center, and all those things considered, there's still a bit of lag there. Now, we can all live with a bit of lag. As you may know, I reviewed the other remote gaming services a while ago. There was one where I had to I built a PC. It was a remote PC, which I can't remember what that's called. And another one, I've reviewed several over time. And, you know, they were okay, a little bit laggy, but they were okay. But still, there were an awful lot of caveats in terms of lag, and you kind of expected that. So, yeah, you know, but they were workable. But, you know, Google are kind of pushing this as a service that doesn't have that. You know, they're not sort of... You don't really see much evidence of that, understandably, within the adverts or within these promotions. So I find it very amusing that Google are doing this, and they have to do this. They've invested a serious chunk of cash in this, and you know, there's just so many things that Google need to reconsider about Stadia. For me, you know, I've almost bought it about 6 times. I pre-ordered about 4 times and then realized, no, this is probably a really bad idea, and then cancelled. And thankfully I cancelled a few weeks before they were due to ship the devices out. And then I thought about it maybe once since, maybe for the sake of, just trying it for myself. And then I thought, no, it's just probably a waste of money. And then the fact that the key thing for me is it's not like Netflix or Amazon Prime or anything like that where you get a whole bunch of games to play. You get one game to play that they give you. Um, some games that I think one other that they've published themselves. But anything else you have to buy at full price. And these are quite old games, old in terms of not certainly recent games. And yeah, you're paying full price for these games, which, you can get on Steam and what have you for a good deal less, or CD keys. Um, so, and if you had a console anyway, you wouldn't be buying these. It's just a very confusing offering. But anyway, lots of other people have reviewed it far better than what I'm meandering nonsense is going on about. I just find it highly amusing that Google are using these, super friendly controlled environments where everything is cool, hip and happening, and, trying to ignore the big fat fucking elephant sitting in the middle of the room, and everyone's kind of sitting around it, playing around it, thinking, oh, this is a bit shit. Yeah, so do you have Google Stadia? This is the question. Do you have Google Stadia? Do you like it? Do you get anything from it? Do you ignore the games you get with it? Have you bought games? What games did you buy? Did you own them previously? Do you prefer playing it on the Stadia? Really interesting, because I've not really managed to get much information from anyone that actually physically owns one and uses it and enjoys it. So it'd be interesting to see if there's people out there that do that. Let me know your thoughts. Please subscribe if you feel like it. It's always good. Helps my channel, of course. Thumbs up, of course, also help. Always good and groovy. And of course, if you've not click the bell, because that really helps you in being told when I've done another video. Now, it's almost Christmas, people, and you probably already turned off this video way before this, but happy Christmas, Merry Christmas. It's on Wednesday, as if you didn't know, and yeah, today's Monday, so I may not be doing one tomorrow. Maybe a little bit drunk. Strong possibility. Strong possibility. Merry Christmas. 3D.